Okay. Now we move on. We move on from a square root function. Have attention. Oh, look up. Look up. From a square root function, from a square root fx, now we're going to move on to deducing. Let's say you are given, look up, y equals fx. You want to deduce the reciprocal function. Okay? Getting more and more challenging. Reciprocal function. Now, can we just do a quick observation of two very standard graphs? Can I have attention? All look up. Okay, don't look at your notes, please. Don't play cheat. Look at your notes. Don't look at your notes. Don't look at your notes. Don't play cheat. Look up. Are we able to see some relationship, very quick relationship between the y equals to x and the y equals to 1 over x? Shh, wait. Can I? All look up. Okay, can? I'll wait your friend up. Thank you. Your friend. Thank you. Okay. Anyone, come. Can you be more specific? Line of symmetry. What do you mean by line of symmetry? Next. Someone, come on. What do you notice? How can we deduce here from here? Look up. Don't play cheat. Don't look on your notes. Come on. Anyone? Tristan? Yes. Shh. Yeah. Louder, a bit louder. The rest keep quiet, please. Thank you. Okay, what Tristan is talking about is this 0, 0 at this point. And when you take reciprocal, you're going to take 1 over 0 here. Correct? Here. And you can't divide by 0. When you take divide by 0, you get a very, very big number. So this 0, 0 now becomes this intercept becomes a vertical asymptote. Very good. That's a good observation. Someone else, please. Look up. Don't look at your notes. Come on. Sorry? Use y? Why is use y? Now, look. The basic idea here is actually you're going to take reciprocal. That means 1 over of all the y coordinates.
The bigger y is on the original graph.
Shh, wait. I now have it.
Seriously.
What's your name? Chen Zi.
The bigger the value of y on the original graph, the smaller the value of y on the reciprocal graph.
Very good. What he's saying is, if you have a very big value here, that means you have, if x equals to 1,000, y will be 1,000. You're going to take 1 divided by 1,000. The bigger the y values, the smaller will be the reciprocal. So you notice here it becomes smaller. Follow? Okay. Some more. Okay, what do you notice? For the entire graph that is below the x-axis, when you take 1 divided by a negative number, you will still get a negative number. It will still lie below the x-axis. Do you follow what I'm saying? Hey, wake your friend up. Wow, he's sleep very comfortable. Okay? And if it's above the x-axis, no matter how you take reciprocal, the reciprocal function graph will always lie above the x-axis. Correct? Okay, there are a few more. Never mind. Okay, now we can take a look further. We are actually, can I have attention? Look up. We are actually going to take all the reciprocal of all the y coordinates. And what Tristan was talking about is this. Correct? And what Chen Zi talked about was this. When you have y 1000, you have very small value. Correct? And what I was talking about was this negative value become negative. You take reciprocal, you're negative. You take reciprocal, you will still be positive. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm going to take a bit of time to go through this table. Before we start to copy, can I say that you can copy, of course you should copy. Don't take this as an absolute thing that you memorize and then you just apply blindly. Let us not forget. Can you have attention? Let us not forget that C2 is actually taking reciprocal of all your y coordinates. If you think about it like that, then all the points actually makes perfect sense. There is no need to memorize. Okay? Let's see. Now, this is obvious. The first one is obvious. If fx is positive, which is what I was talking about, you take reciprocal, your 1 over fx should definitely be positive. Because you look maybe at your graph, this is like that, right? And then this graph is like that, right? So if it's positive here, it should be positive here. If it's negative here, it should be negative there. Quite clear cut. Okay, this one may not be so clear cut. May not be so clear cut. Look, if mod fx is greater than 1, example, just example, you have this point, 3, 3, and you have this point, negative 4, negative 4. If I take reciprocal of 3 here, I will get a number that is smaller than 1. Correct? If this is mod fx is greater than 1, 1 over mod fx should be smaller than 1. Follow? That means, example, 1 divided by 4 will be smaller than 1. Of course. Correct or not? Yes? You take 4 and then take reciprocal, you will get a number that is definitely smaller than 1. You take negative 4, take reciprocal, you will still get a number with absolute value. This one will also be true. Correct? And what is the significance of this? The significance of this is exactly what Chen Zi was talking about. Chen Zi is talking about. That means if you have a very big value, the very big values here, then you will get small values here. Correct? If you have these values here, you will get these values here. Correct? Exactly what Chen Zi was talking about. So, similarly, this must be true, right? Correct? That means, example, 1 divided by 0.1, what do you get? You get 10, which is greater than 1. Correct? You take 1 divided by 0.1, you get 10. That means the smaller your fx is, you take reciprocal, you will get a big value. Do you follow what I'm saying? Follow or don't follow? Okay. Now what happens if you have... Can I have attention, please? Okay, I can easily skim through this one, really. And then I can tell you, oh, memorize. But I don't think that's the way you want to learn, really. I think this is quite obvious. I don't want to explain. Correct? Okay, this is interesting now. Okay, look here, look at my two examples here, 2 points here. Let's say you have 2 points. Okay, can I explain? Look up first, look up. Can I explain? Let's say you have 2 points in the fx, 1, 2, and 2, 4. That means it's increasing like that. Do you think after taking reciprocal of all the y coordinates, will the f1 over fx graph be increasing still or decreasing? Increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. Because this point now becomes what? This point now becomes 1/2. And this point now becomes 2 1/4. Correct? Because you're going to take reciprocal, right? 1/2 and 2 1/4. And it will be decreasing. Do you follow what I'm saying? So very interesting, huh? So your reciprocal graph will be decreasing over this interval if fx was increasing. And intuitively, you know, you look at the values, you will know. Correct? Makes sense, huh? No need to memorize. I think the reverse is true. Quite obvious, huh? For obvious reasons. Okay? Okay. Now, this 0.4, if you understand 0.3, 0.4 is super obvious. Yes or no? Yes or no? If you understand 0.3, 0.4 is super obvious. Why? Because if C has a maximum point, means here to here is increasing, here to here is decreasing. So over this interval, the 1 over fx will be decreased and increased. So it should have a minimum. Follow? So this is a follow-up from 0.3. Quite obvious. But what is the coordinate of the minimum point? H, 1 over k. Very good. Correct. Because if it's... Oops, what happened? Something wrong with my laptop now. Can't do anything. Wait, oh no, you see? Somebody is doing something to my computer. See? Cannot. What is the virus? Tell me. It's serious, cannot do anything. Yeah. Scroll lock. Is it a scroll lock? No, Can now. Okay, can. Working now. Okay. So, if it has a minimum point, okay, it will decrease here, increase there, so it will increase here, decrease there, so it will should have a maximum point. Clear cut. Am I right? You can figure it out by yourself. Now, a few more points, okay? A few more points. This one is actually what Tristan was talking about. Tristan again, right? No, actually what we are saying is this, right? Let's say this is y equals to fx. Okay, at this point A. Correct? If you have a 0, x equals to A, y equals fx equals to 0, what happens to the deduced reciprocal? You should get a... What should you get? Can you divide by 0? You take You take 1 divided by 0, right? You can't divide by 0. But you think about it, at a value very close to a, your y value is very close to 0, 0.0001. When you take 1 divided by 0.0001, you get a very big number. So you get a vertical asymptote. Follow? Yes? Do you need me to illustrate? Alright, because look here. Look here. You take 1 divided by 0, you can't divide by 0, you get undefined. Divide by 0, a very small number, you get a very big number. Now what happens, this is not dealt with, can I have attention? This wasn't dealt with. Do you think the reverse is true? That means the original fx graph has a vertical asymptote. Okay, let's think about it like that. If your original graph is this, then you get 1 equals to 1 over x. Correct or not? You are going to take, this is a vertical asymptote. Correct? This is a vertical asymptote. So you take 1 divided by a very, very big number in infinity. Then what do you get? You obviously get 0. Yes. So you will get, you will get this point 0. Correct? Because a vertical asymptote now will be a x-intercept. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Because you're going to take 1 divided by a very big number, 1 divided by a very big number. Close to 0. Follow? So, you will get a x-intercept. Alright? Can? What happens if you have a horizontal asymptote? Okay, I think we don't have time to do 0.6 and 7. Okay, no time. I want to deal a bit more with 0.7. See? Okay, never mind. We do it next week. It's okay. Can, thanks.